Welcome to No Tooth Tony Interviews. The purpose of this channel is to give women a chance to share their voice without any judgment. Please respect all of the guests featured on my show. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. Alright, so today I have Miss Stacy, and she is a member of the Suicide Girls. Miss Stacy is also online. She's on Instagram. She's on Twitch. She's on Flirt for Free. She's on Chatterbait. She's on Camp Soda. She's on ManyVids. She's on OnlyFans. She has a free OnlyFans, and are you on Twitter as well? Correct. Oh,
Yes, I'm on Twitter.
and she's on Twitter as well. So I'm pretty sure all you had to do is type Stacy Suicide on Google, and everything gonna pop up.
Yes.
But she also has all my links or a link tree. She also has a website with all of her links on it on her Instagram page. So I would highly suggest you going to her Instagram page. All her stuff gonna be listed below. Well, her link is gonna be listed below. Miss Stacy, I would like to tell you thank you so much for coming on my show. I would also like to say before we start that Miss Stacy, ever since I met her, she's been so nice and positive with me. I can't say anything bad about her at all. Everything she did was professional, the way she carried this interview going out. The next thing I'm gonna say is all her pages do look professional. She is an adult entertainer, but she takes it as a business, not as a she's serious with it. She's doing her thing. She has loads and loads of content for you. For anybody who is interested, she has over she has over I'm gonna say with photos and videos combined alone, she has over 200 pieces of content on her OnlyFans, and she has over I say 15 to 20 different albums, picture albums with videos on her My Free Cams as well. And I don't know about the other websites, but in her Instagram is she posts nearly every day. And is if you see her page, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Miss Stacy Suicide, I would like to congratulate you for all of the work that you put in so far. You are really doing your thing, and I respect it to the fullest. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Stacy Suicide, and I'm a model and adult actress, among other things.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. How long have you been a model?
Um, like a model in general or the adult stuff?
Model in general.
Um, in general, I think the first time I modeled, I was 18. It was like my freshman year of college. That was in like 2008, 2009. So, a long time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What did you do before adult modeling?
um, just like I wasn't really getting paid to do stuff. It was just like photographers that needed it for their portfolio would have me take pictures in like dresses or like fashion. I guess you could call it fashion. I think I was in a magazine once when I was like 19 where they had me wear a lot of like couture stuff that was made by local fashion designers here in Houston. Um, so yeah, I guess you could call it fashion, but that wasn't what I was aiming for. I just wanted to be in modeling. I wanted to be like in commercials and stuff like that until I found the adult world. And when I found the adult world and realized that I could be my own show, I was just sold. I was like, "Oh yeah, this is me." I was already a stripper. I started stripping as soon as I turned 18. Like as soon as it was possible, I started stripping, and that's when I was kind of discovering that girls in the strip club world were crossing over to modeling, and they were doing like stripper modeling, and I was like, what is this, And so that's what made me kind of like brave enough to like stumble into the whole adult industry, that side of the adult industry. Like I had always just been, at the strip club, but then it opened my eyes to like, oh, I can go apply and be one of these webcam girls, and then I can sell merchandise, I can sell videos, I can sell pictures, like all this stuff that I just post online for free. I can sell this. It was like I was addicted immediately. I'd say I was probably about 24 when I started camming, and like everything. The first people I worked for was My Free Cams, and everything kind of just went downhill from there. Like not downhill, but everything went from there. Like I just started picking up all these different websites and all these different tools, going to the conventions, and I don't know. I think I thought it was just going to be a fun thing at first until I realized how much of a business it can be, and then I just got addicted to the business side of it. So yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um, I think that's awesome. He said, as soon as you turn 18. I know that's right. Early. That's how you do it. Um, my next question for you is, why do you have so many sites? Like, you wasn't just satisfied with Instagram or MFC or Cam Soda or Chatterbait. You had to be on everything. I applaud you, but what made you get into it? Like, what made you want to expand yourself and be more diverse?
um, I noticed first with My Free Cams, I noticed that in order to get people into my room to watch me, I had to have a following on My Free Cams, and a lot of girls were building that following with Instagram accounts, and so it kind of came hand in hand that I needed an Instagram to connect my free cams to. So I was like, all right, cool. Um, this is gonna help this grow. But then I would notice that like some weeks would just be really slow, and you're basically independent contractor, so it's not like you're in a license agreement with the company that says you can't work for other companies. So once I figured that out, I was like, okay, well, when it's slow here, I could work somewhere else. I mean, that's what I would do in the clubs. I would just go to another club, right? So I was like, maybe it's similar. And what do you know? It was. And so I was like, well, it's not, if it's not illegal to sign up for all of them, I'm just going to I'm going to keep looking up these sites and finding them. And every time I find one, I'm just going to sign up and make a profile. Because at the end of the day, if not one profile has a lot of followers on it, you can have a lot of followers spread out over several profiles. It's still the same impact when you post something. You still have the same buying power, from that. It just like doesn't look like much to the people that are looking at it, because they might catch me on a profile where there's only like 3,000 followers or fans or whatever. Um, but on another profile, I could have another three and another three and another three, and it's like all together, that gives me reach. So it just seemed like a safety net thing that I needed to do.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I think that's awesome. That's awesome. It makes a lot of sense. Oh, nope. Also, y'all, she's on Reddit. She's on
Yeah,
Reddit. Like,
I'm very
Reddit?
new to Reddit too. I'm very new to Reddit.
No, really?
Yeah, I'm new. I got my first Reddit in October,
Man.
and I
Okay.
have two of them because the original one I made, I didn't make it NSFW, which I didn't
Oh,
understand yet,
man.
and so I got deleted immediately. And then I had to take a step back, do some research, and I came back and I made two accounts, and I made one of them like a premium account. So I'm like, okay, so if one gets deleted, I have the other. So
Absolutely. Man. Okay, so people sleeping on Reddit as far as in like Reddit is a very large community, a very nitpick community, and it's everybody's on. I don't know how to explain it. You doing the right thing. I forgot that too. Reddit. You're on Reddit. Like, that's awesome. That's
yeah,
awesome.
Reddit is great. Like it's great. You guys should check it out.
Yes, man. Um, my next question for you is how? Okay, on my free cams, do you go live? Like on there? Well, what all websites do you go live on?
Um, My free cams and cam soda are the two sites I go live on the most now. Um, I of course I do Instagram lives or whatever. I used to do lives for Twitter, which was through Periscope, but they kept deleting me. I got deleted off Periscope like 3 times. I think my IP address is actually banned now. I don't think I can even make
Dang.
a Periscope anymore. But sometimes I go live on OnlyFans, but people don't really. OnlyFans is like people are so used to being able to just go and click play and stop whenever they want to on a video. So it's hard to determine when all of your when a good number of your fans are all going to be online at a certain time. So like a lot of times when you go live, if you're going to do a live show, you have to advertise it first. So that's the reason why I don't do live on OnlyFans that much, because like I'll get on there and like there'll be nobody there, so it's pointless. But I go live on Suicide Girls quite often.
Okay, okay. Where is Suicide Girls located? Because I've never heard of this until today when we talked about it. I do apologize.
um, suicidegirls.com is the website. I believe they have studios in like LA. Um, and it's like upscale pinup boudoir type photo shoots, but with girls with tattoos and piercings and weird hair, just all out, express yourself with your body, type of community. So it's not like your typical porn site. Like yeah, there's like nudity on there, but it's all meant to be very artistic. So it's a very interesting community for, somebody who's looking to do something different. Um, it's like $12 or $13 a month for a subscription to them, and it gives you access to. It's almost like a Facebook for us. So all the girls have profiles, and with that one subscription, you can see all of our profiles, and you can
What?
follow people. You can make your own profile. The girls can follow you back. You know, and so it's just a different community. It's I like the setup.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Um, my next question for you is, uh, what are your three websites that you are on the most?
I'm on OnlyFans and Instagram the most, and I would say Twitter would be third on that list, and then Reddit would be four.
Yes, ma'am. Um, okay, so, okay, your Twitch. What do you play games on your Twitch, or what do you do on your Twitch?
I play games. I play Call of Duty.
Yes, ma'am. How often do you go live on Twitch?
Not a lot because I'm still new to Twitch. I think I only have like 50 followers on there right now. Like I'm still trying to build it, and I'm still trying to learn how to work the site and the app, because obviously you can do things on the site that you can't do through the app, and I'm still trying to figure all that stuff out. So I probably only go on Twitch like once a month or something like that. I'm trying to get more frequent with it though.
That's cool. That's cool. Take your time. It's not going nowhere. Take you, you doing your thing. Take it, man. Well, I can't even tell you take your time because you own it. Do your thing. That's what I'm gonna say. Do your thing. My next question for you is, what have been your three most favorite memories so far in the adult industry business?
Okay, one, when I go to the AVN convention every year in Las Vegas. Uh, Last year when I went, I actually got to attend the award show itself, and Doja Cat performed, and I actually like I don't want to say met her, because when I saw her, I literally could not speak. I was just like, and she looked at me. She gave me like the nod, like my dress was cute, and I just couldn't even speak. I couldn't say thank you. I couldn't say I love you. Oh my God, can I take a picture? I couldn't say none of that. And before I could really get myself together, she was like whisked away by her security after she got her drink from the bar. But that's like my number one favorite memory since I've been in the industry. Um, it's just cool when you go to the award show. You're just there with all of those people, and sitting next to them and going to the bar with them. Like it was just, it blew my mind, the whole experience. Now I just feel like I wanted to go this year too, but it got canceled because of COVID. So hopefully next year they do it, and if they do, then I'm definitely going to get tickets to the actual award show again, get a table. But I'd say number two would be dancing at Dreams when the All Star game was hosted here in Houston, and me and my friends were on stage and Drake tipped us. So that's one of my fave memories. But there was three of us, and he threw $1,200, so we only got like we didn't get that much. So I was like, you could have threw more, but whatever. Still a good memory. And number three, the day I found out that I was a suicide girl. Um, when you sign up for the community, you're basically auditioning. So you start off as a suicide girl hopeful. You still get to make your profile and everything, but you have to pay like to be on the site, I think, or something like that, unless you get picked to be like an actual suicide girl. Which in order to get picked, you have to upload a photo set that's according by certain parameters that they want you to do. Um, when you upload it, they give you like a release date, that's like 4 months out. So you have 4 months to like tell everybody that your photo set is coming so they can show love to it. So when they finally release your photo set, everybody that gets released that day, um, whoever gets the most love wins set of the day. So the first time that you win set of the day, you go pink is what they call it. But that's when you become an official suicide girl. So for me, that was 2 years ago. Um, that's definitely one of my favorite memories of all time. I like screamed, I cried. I was so happy. I've wanted to be a suicide girl since I was like 13 years old. When I seen them on Real Sex that used to come on HBO, I think at night.
Whoa,
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
wait, wait, what? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so I know exactly what you're talking about now. I
Yeah,
know.
the tattoo.
Man, that's awesome. I did not know that.
Yeah.
No, okay, okay, okay. Man, that what? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Keep talking. I ain't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. Dang, I be trying not to talk.
No, that was all three. So yeah, um, becoming a suicide girl, getting tipped by Drake, and kind of meeting Doja Cat.
Man, that's amazing. That's cool. I didn't know that's what the. Okay, I did not know that's what the Suicide Girls was. So yeah,
Yeah,
man, I seen them when I was 13, 14 on HBO for sure.
yeah. That's when they were kind of starting out. That's when they were new.
Man, that's awesome. All right, so Miss Stacy, my next question for you is, what advice do you have to the women who are considering joining the adult industry?
Um, mm, I would say don't get in it if your heart isn't in it, because you have to. It looks like it's something like it's so easy or simple to just up and start doing, but it's really actually a lot of work if you want to make real money. It's a lot of work, and you can't half step. So it's not something you can pick up and just do temporarily and win fast. Like, I mean, some girls do, but for most people, that's not what happens. Like you actually have to grow and build and learn. So it's like don't pick it as a lazy option, because it's not a lazy job. It's a full-time job and overtime. um, that's what I would say.
Yes, ma'am. It's definitely overtime, especially if you have over 10 websites that you're on, such as Miss Stacy. Absolutely.
I have my own website, stacylux.com.
Hold up. Can you spell that for me?
STACYLUXXX.com.
Man. Okay, can you tell me a little bit about your website?
Yeah. So the point of having a website initially was for my booking. But right now I'm actually trying to figure out how to charge for access so that I can post the videos and my photos to my own website and then have people buy access through my own website. I'm still actively working on that, but I'm also selling sex toys and like adult novelty items. I'm already doing that. It's like you can go to my website and in the navigation it'll say Lux Toy Box, and that's where all of that merchandise is.
Okay, okay. So, can I help you? Well, not help you, but if you need any help, learning how to do that, I could definitely help you. Show you how to, charge for your videos. Even if you just post like just the thumbnail of each video on your shopping part where it says or your shopping where you have your toys and novelties and stuff at, you could just post a thumbnail and say this is the link to da da da. You pay this amount, and I could definitely help you out if you. Oh man, that's no problem at all, Miss Stacy. I don't know.
Okay.
If you need any help, please let me know. I'm here to help.
Okay.
Um,
Thank you.
yes, ma'am. Okay, so that's awesome. I didn't know you had your own website. I missed it. I wasn't paying attention. You just had so many. I was. It was just like a vending machine. Like which one you want? For real. I didn't even have enough time to watch all to click all of your links because it. I was. Oh no, I ain't had that much time. Like, but you have a lot of content. That's all I'm gonna say. My next question for you, yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, okay, can you send a positive message to the people who look down on adult entertainers?
um, a positive message.
Please.
Let he who is without sin cast the first stone.
Next question. That was a great answer.
Next person.
Okay. My next question for you, Miss Stacy, is what is your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn. I'm a
What
goat.
you the goat? Yes, ma'am. What do they say about Capricorns?
Capricorns are very business minded. Um, Usually they're pretty like private people, like but obsessed with social status and money.
Yes, ma'am.
But I'm a Capricorn in my, I don't know if you know about sun and moon signs, but I'm a Capricorn and my moon is in Leo. So that's what makes me like want to be an entertainer and be social and stuff like that. Most Capricorns wouldn't be as social as me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so my all right, not my sun, not my moon, not my ascendant, but my Mercury and my Leo, my Mercury and my Venus are Leos for sure,
Oh yeah.
for sure, for
Okay.
sure. But not the first three. Mm-mm.
What's the first thing?
My sun is Cancer, my moon is Aquarius, and my ascendant is Gemini. But yeah,
Oh Lord.
I'm Cancer. I'm Cancer. Don't let none of the other ones they not telling the truth. I'm a Cancer. I'm a Cancer for sure. Um,
This man said Cancer, Aquarius, and Gemini.
for real,
Woo!
for real. But on here, I try to be as professional as I can. You know, catch me off
Yeah.
camera. Um, my next question for you is, what is your favorite color?
Pink.
Has pink always been your favorite color?
Yep.
Do you have a favorite number?
13.
Has 13 always been your favorite number?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. What are your 5 favorite foods?
Pizza, cashew chicken, sandwiches, just any sandwich. I have to give you five,
No, man. Just say your favorite. That's it.
and broccoli.
When you eat your broccoli, do you eat it cold or steamed, like cooked? Which one? Would you?
However it come.
I know that's right.
Whatever, if it's some broccoli, I'm gonna eat it. I don't care if it's the cold one. I don't care if it's steamed in some other food with some cheese on it. If it's broccoli, I'll eat
Yes,
it.
ma'am. Whenever you eat the cold broccoli, do you use any sauce?
Yeah, I dip it in like um ranch, or I'm trying to think of the name of that other sauce. It's like the white sauce that they have at parties with the vegetable trays, and nobody ever knows what it's called.
To my blue cheese.
No, not blue cheese.
Oh, you talking about the
It's
vegetable
like
dip?
a vegetable dip.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like that's nobody knows
it
what
be
kind.
hitting though. It hit.
It
Yeah,
hit,
yeah,
yes.
for sure. The only time you can ever get them is in that little square tray. That's
Yeah, you get the tray and it comes with a little bit in the middle.
yeah,
Yes.
and it
I ain't
don't be
never
enough for
seen
the
it
whole
by
tray.
itself. You probably have to make it.
And it never be enough for the whole tray.
It's never enough for the whole tray.
Mm-mm, for sure. My next question for you is, what are some of your favorite restaurants?
Um, hmm. There's so many. I love the Cheesecake Factory. That's like one of my big faves. I love Frenchies. I don't know if you know what Frenchies is, but in Houston, it's like the best chicken you can get in Houston is Frenchies. So good. Um, I like Popeyes a lot. I like Popeyes too much. Like, I think I went on like a 6 month binge where I ate Popeyes like every week, like at least 3 or 4 times a week. It was pretty bad. Uh, and I like Luby's. Yeah, those are my
Yes, man.
favorite.
Um, okay, with Popeyes, do you get a chicken sandwich or do you get the chicken?
I get the chicken wings
The chicken wings. Yes,
or
ma'am.
just the fried wings. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, okay, have you ever been to Turkey Leg Hut?
Not yet. I keep seeing the posts and stuff, and I want to go, but I've driven past there before, and the line is like it's like an end of the world line. It's like it's the end of the world, and they're the only place that's open. The line is that long. It's just like it's like I want it, but considering the fact I haven't even tried it yet, I don't even know if it's. It looks like it's worth the line, but if it's not, I'm gonna be pissed.
Mm. Yeah.
But it looks like it's delicious.
Okay, so I don't know. That's why I asked you. I'm not from Houston, but 90% of the people I've interviewed about 20 people from Houston so far, and 90% of them say the top five Turkey Leg Hut. Why? I do not know. Some of them say they don't even get turkey legs from there. They have other food, but I
Yeah, they
don't
do
know.
have other food.
Yes, ma'am.
They have an Instagram page, and oh my god,
Oh, they be
it
posting.
looks
They be posting
so
porn on
good.
there.
Food porn for
Yeah,
sure.
it be
That
like
should be
that.
looking so good.
That's awesome. Oh man, okay, Houston. How was your weather personally? About a week ago or 2 weeks ago.
I think I have PTSD. It got to a point where it was 5 degrees. I have never been in weather that cold before in my life. It has snowed here before. Like 4 years ago it snowed here, and it did cover like the ground and stuff, and it was enough to like make like a small snowman with. It wasn't like, this time it was like a blanket of snow on top of everything. It like you when I would step on it, like my foot would go in. And I was like, this is crazy. Like The only time I've ever seen that much snow before was when I went to Chicago this one time, and it looked very similar to what I saw in Chicago, and it was just blowing my mind because I was like, I cannot believe this is Houston right now. Um,
Man,
the power kept going in and out, and we didn't have water for a long time. It was just really bad. Everything, we're still recovering here in Houston because like the stores, there's no bread, um, there's barely any meat. Like,
dang, it looked like when Corona first started, huh?
yeah,
Right before lockdown.
yes, yes. And I'm just like, dude, is this just gonna be a every February we have to go through an end of the world scenario? Like, I can't take it. Like, it was. And what's crazy is the first night was when the snow came because it only snowed the first night, right? When it got cold, it snowed overnight. So when we woke up in the morning, we woke up to the snow. And it was like a magical experience. It was fun at first. It was amazing, you know. And then reality set in that it was going to get colder. And I was like, I thought this was as cold as it was going to get because it snowed. We're not going to get any more snow, so we're good, right? And then the temperature just kept dropping. Like every time we looked at it, it was like 10 degrees, 7 degrees, 5 degrees. I was like, oh my God, we're gonna die. We are going to die here. And we're just lucky. Even though the power was in and out, we're lucky that we had power pretty much most of the time. Because I can't even imagine what the people who are going through who just didn't have power. Um, because it was freezing. Like it was so bad. We didn't want to go anywhere. The grounds were covered in like black ice, so a lot of car accidents were happening too. It was just like chaotic.
Man, well, I'm glad you're okay. For sure.
I'm glad I'm
Um,
okay.
how long did it last for you personally?
It felt like a week, about a week. Um, it's still like gets cold at night. Not 5 degrees cold, obviously, and we haven't gotten any more snow, thank God. And the ice is all melted. But like today outside, it's like it might be like 75 degrees outside right now. It's almost like it never happened. I'm just like, Houston's weather is so weird.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, how many tattoos do you have?
I don't know.
Okay.
um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many do I have on my back? 7. uh, Long side. I think this would count as one. It's not done yet.
What?
Space unicorn.
It's a what?
It's a space
A
unicorn.
space unicorn.
Yeah,
Man,
it's not finished.
that's awesome.
I don't know. I have a lot.
Okay, okay. What was your first tattoo that you got?
My first tattoo. You want me to show it to you?
If you want.
Okay, it's right here.
Is that a heart with wings?
Yep.
Oh man, that's cool. Okay. What made you get that tattoo?
I just really wanted a tattoo, and I had just turned 18, and I was like the only one of my friends who actually waited to turn 18 to get a tattoo. So of course, all of my fast ass friends were covered in ink, and I had none, and so I had just been, the whole time I've been waiting to turn 18, I had been looking at different tattoos and thinking about what I wanted. And I realized that the tattoos my friends were getting never looked quite as extravagant as what they planned on it looking like. And it was because they were letting like local, like some guy in his garage, like, like do it. And so then I started learning about how to find a tattoo artist specifically. And I realized that's way more expensive. And so and so I was like, I'm just gonna find something small and easy. And I used to draw hearts with wings on my like notebooks and stuff for school. So I was like, that should be easy enough. Anybody can do that. So if I go to a cheap tattoo artist, it shouldn't he shouldn't fuck my shit up because it's just a heart. And he actually did amazing. So
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um. Okay. So, what was your most? Okay, was the space unicorn your most recent tattoo? You said it's unfinished.
yeah, it's not finished. So it's my most recent.
Yes, ma'am. That's awesome. Okay. So my. Okay. Why the space unicorn?
Um, because
Well, okay. The reason why I asked, I like space. I like unicorns for sure, but I never thought of them putting them together.
I feel like that's what I am. I feel like I'm a space unicorn. I feel like the term space unicorn describes my soul completely.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
It's
Um.
my spirit animal.
Yes, ma'am. I know that's right. Well, my next question for you is, can you talk about the tattoos on your arm?
Yeah. Uh, what do you want to know?
Okay, so, it's the Joker and it's Rick.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. What made you do that?
I'm a big fan of the Batman series in general. Like I just love Batman and not really Batman himself, but all of the villains. Like I love all the villains of Batman. um, they make the story interesting, and I especially loved this Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix in it. Um, I think it's like a lot of people had like mixed reviews about it, I guess, but in my opinion, it's my favorite movie with the Joker in it. It's like the best one. And I'm also totally obsessed with Rick and Morty. Like I love Rick. I have a big painting back there. That's hand painted.
Man, I didn't even see that.
I have I'll show you another one.
Please, like I love Rick and Morty too. That's awesome,
Hold
man.
on.
I didn't even notice that until just
Is there
now.
a way for me to turn the camera around?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So these
Damn.
are oil paintings. That's actually me in cosplay as Harley Quinn. And
What?
that's Baby Doll. She's another villain from the Batman universe, and that's the Heath Ledger Joker.
Man. Okay, so what's the blue one in the middle?
This
Yeah.
that's Sailor Moon. It's not the actual painting itself, but it's like a like a screen print version.
Word. Okay. And what's the one in the top right? The other blue one. Other way. I'm sorry. Left. Sorry.
That one. That's
Yes.
also Sailor Moon. That's her as Sailor
What?
Moon, and that's her as Princess Serenity. See, the Moon Princess Serenity, died during a war that happened on the moon, and then she was reborn into a human on Earth.
What?
That's who Sailor Moon is.
That's awesome. We could be best friends. I love cartoons. For
Me
sure.
too.
For sure. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Okay, and then this is
Man.
the
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. With the butt wings. Butt bird. For sure. For sure. That's hard. Okay. So man, you can make all those tattoos.
I
That's
know, right?
that's awesome. Um okay. So you also have well, Miss Harley Quinn on your arm.
Yeah,
Whoever did that, they did a great job on that for sure.
his name is Frank Barron, and he's lit.
Shout out Mr. Frank, man. Shout out Mr. Frank. That's fire. That's
Yeah,
fire.
Confidential Ink. That's the name of his tattoo shop.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so this is Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad as a chibi, because chibis are cute. So,
Yes, ma'am. All
and
right.
this up here is from Sailor Moon,
Oh, that's cool. That's
like the
cool.
thing that's on her chest.
That's
Yeah,
awesome. Um,
he did all of these.
Oh yeah, he did his thing. Is he also doing the unicorn, space unicorn?
Yes, he is.
That's great. That's great. You found a tattoo artist that you can rock with. That's good. Um, my next question for you is: after you get your space unicorn done, what is another project you want to have done on you?
Um, I really want to finish this arm. Um, this is gonna be a whole sleeve. It's just gonna be all the different cartoon characters mashups that I can think of that I like. Um, one that I know for sure I'm going to get that probably will be the next one is going to be right on the inside of this. It's going to be. Do you watch Rick and Morty?
Absolutely.
You know the episode with the slut dragons?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
get the dragon across that.
Man, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah, I really want to get him and then have the little wizard on side of him whipping him.
The dragon that was in the dungeon and the flow on underground, right?
No, not the big. You talk about the one that they summoned?
Oh yeah, I'm talking about the one they summoned.
No,
It's
I mean I thought about getting that one, but I really want to get the main dragon, the one that started it all from the beginning of the episode.
the horny dragon for sure. The
Yeah,
word.
I want him because he was the one that was getting whipped with the whip by the wizard.
Yes, that's awesome. Nobody not gonna know. Only the cool people gonna know.
If you know, you know, you know.
Right. If anybody comes up to you and say, "What's that on your arm?" Just walk away. Walk away.
First rule about Fight Club: do not talk about Fight Club.
Mm-mm. Man, okay, you watch Family Guy? Did
Yes,
you
I
see the one with Stewie when he was in Fight Club?
no. They did an
Man,
episode about Fight Club. I have to see that.
man. Oh, it was all right. So you know, like Family Guy be having like little 10-second snippets of like in the past or something else that happened. It was one of them, like a cutaway. It was a
Yeah.
cutaway. Somebody. It was like Stewie was first day there. He was like, "What's the first rule?" It was like, "What's the first rule of Fight Club?" He was like, I can't remember. He said two things, but one of them was like, "Tell everybody about Fight Club." We said, "No, don't tell everybody." And he's like, "Oop." So what happened was he made a big old billboard on the interstate of him with lingerie on, like, "Come ask me about Fight Club." For sure. Like, man, bro, it's people like that who ruin it. That's the only reason
Oh
I
my
like to say.
god, I have to see
For
that.
sure. Um, All right, so Ms. Stacy, my next question for you is: if you could visit any 5 countries, where would they be?
um, I want to go to Italy. Um, I want to go to France. I've been to France, but I want to go back. I want to go to Spain. I want to go to Japan. Is that enough? Yeah. What do I got? One more.
Yes, ma'am.
Canada. Canada.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is: would you rather go into space or deep sea diving?
Ooh, space.
Or what would you like to see
But
in space? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
deep sea diving is tempting, but I know that I can't go as deep as I need to go to see what I really want to see. So, unless hypothetically you're saying that I could do that,
Yeah,
then I would
absolutely,
say then I
absolutely.
would say deep sea diving.
Okay, so what would you like to see underwater?
I just want to know what's down there. Do you know how big the ocean is? Like, what's down there? Like, there's like 100 meters after the point where sunlight can't hit it anymore. So there's creatures down there that have learned to live without light or become their own lights, and they've just evolved so dramatically different. It's like, and it's right here on the planet with us, and we don't know what's down there. Like, it's driving me crazy. Like, what's down there? Like, I need to know.
Yes, ma'am. We trying to figure
Might
out.
not want to know when I find out, but I don't know.
Man, I think that's awesome. I think it's awesome that I don't know. Hopefully, one day all the things at the bottom evolve and adapt, and they can come on the surface one day. But I'm not gonna be in the water when they do. My next question for you is, what are your five favorite animals?
Cats, cats, cats.
Are
All
you?
different kinds of cats. Those are just there aren't others. Like I mean, okay, and ferrets.
I like ferrets too. Um. Okay, so do you have any cats?
Yes, I have one black cat. His name is Draco.
Draco, for sure. Shout out, Mr. Draco. Um. Okay, so are you considered a cat lady?
I think I am. I
Shout out.
mean, I wouldn't have like a house with like 18 cats in it. But I could see myself with like three.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's awesome. Shout out all the cat ladies, man. We need more cat ladies
For
out
real.
here. For sure, y'all cool. All right, so Miss Stacy, my next question for you is, what are your five favorite drinks?
um, like alcoholic drinks or just drinks in general.
You can say both if you would like.
Okay. Um, I like sweet tea. That's like that's like my favorite thing to drink. Um, specifically by Red Diamond. Man, they make the best sweet tea. So good. I like lemonade. I like lemonade like fresh made lemonade. I don't like you know. I like
Dope.
to make it. I don't like buying it already made because it tastes weird when it's from concentrate. I don't know if it's from the plastic of the bottle or like I don't know what it is, but it just tastes better if you make it. I don't even understand why they bottle it and sell it. It's lemon juice and water with some sugar in it. Like, but it's definitely up there. It's like one of my favorite things to drink. Um, I like Dr. Pepper, specifically the cream Dr. Pepper. That's three. I like tequila. I love tequila. Actually, I'll drink almost any tequila except for Patron and Casamigos.
Dang.
I don't like those, but
Mm,
1800 is good. Camarena is good. Um, Don Julio's good. And then the fifth drink, I would say, I don't know. I like smoothies.
yes, ma'am. Yes,
Like
ma'am.
strawberry smoothies.
I like strawberry smoothies too, for sure. Um, my next question for you is, what are your plans for the next 5 years, and what are your plans for the next 10 years?
Um, in the next 5 years, in pertaining to my business or just like things I'm trying to accomplish.
Just you as a person, you as a woman, things you're trying to
Um,
accomplish. That's better.
in 5 years, hopefully, I'm a lot more popular and and my website is booming enough to where I can open a physical location to sell, sex toys and how like they have like those smoke shop slash sex shop kind of places. I want to open something like that, but that's why I'm starting with my website because and I'm doing like drop shipping, so I don't have to like physically store anything. So hopefully in 5 years that starts working the way I need it to work, and then I can open a physical location.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
in 10 years, hopefully my daughter's college will be paid off and she'll be in college and I'll be traveling the world because I won't have to be at home every single night with her.
Yes,
uh,
ma'am.
yeah, I just want to like go backpacking in Europe or go on an adventure, go to Amsterdam or just like somewhere. I want to just go from place to place. Like when I get done be in one place. I want to just fly to the next country or city or town I'm going to, and just come home for the holidays to visit with my daughter.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's awesome. Um, how old is your daughter?
She's 9. She's
Um,
almost 10.
yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, what would you like to tell your future self 20 years from now?
Um, I feel like she would have a lot more to tell me than I could tell her. But I would like to tell her, I would like to tell me to stay free minded, stay spiritually open, and stay true to yourself, to ourselves.
Yes, ma'am. Um, that's awesome. What would you like to tell your daughter 20 years from now?
um, to stay creative and stay sweet, no matter no matter how much negativity is thrown at you in the world. Don't let it make you a negative person. Stay the sweet, kind, beautiful person you are right now forever.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, what would you like? Well, no. What did your parents teach you as a child that you are trying to teach your child now?
What did my parents teach me that I'm trying to teach my child?
Yes, ma'am.
Um, I'm trying to teach my child to be respectful to people. I mean, she is pretty respectful, but it's such a important thing that I, you know, continually bring up. I guess that it's so important to respect people, even when you have disagreements with them. Like, be respectful. You know, I feel like that's not instilled in a lot of children anymore. I feel like um, so much communication is done electronically that, like, you kind of lose those yes ma'am, no ma'am rules. And you never want to be too over the top with it. Like, I don't make her say yes ma'am to me every time she talks to me, but she understands, like, home training, like how to be respectful at someone else's house, how, things like that. I feel like a lot of kids these days are super disrespectful, and I'm just like, are y'all not are y'all not getting ass whoopings at home? Like, what? And why is it so? I don't know. I remember back in the day when there was a bad kid, like, everybody knew who that one bad kid was. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, he bad or she bad. Like, now they're like all bad. They're all bad kids. They're all just mouthy, talk backy. Like, it's like a trend. And I'm proud to say my daughter doesn't act like that, but I think she doesn't, because, like, we just instill that, like, that my it was very important to my parents. Like, I'm from the country too. I'm from Texas, so you go to your aunt's house, or to the church, or like anywhere where a bunch of your family is going to be, or adults are going to be. It's just a certain way that you went about things. You weren't too loud. You didn't run. You didn't. You just, like, chilled. And I don't know. I there's a very, like, southern, country kind of home training thing that everybody understands. And I think that's probably the biggest familiarity between what my parents taught me and what I'm teaching her. Because other than that, I do everything else different than what they taught me. So,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I understand. Um, my next question for you is, what would you like to tell the future generation of women?
about what? It's a lot of things I could tell them.
Okay, just what is your message to the future generation of women?
um, Stay curious and open minded and brave, and never be afraid to test boundaries, especially when it impedes on your rights. Um, your right to be creative, your right to be sexual, your right to be heard at all. Um, I don't know, like in the future, how much further down the road it is where like female equality will be what it really should be. Um, but I hope it's soon. But if it's not, then you just have to understand that the world is the way it is because the people in it make it that way. You're a person just like everybody else, no matter what's between your legs, and you can change what you don't like about this world. And we should never get comfortable and complacent with being treated anything other than equal. The same respect that you show, you know what I'm saying? Especially in business situations. The same respect that's shown to men needs to be shown to women. And if it's not being shown, it needs to be changed. It needs to be called out, you know? And I just think if we keep doing that, we can choose our own destiny and make things how they should be. So that would be my message.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That was a great answer. My next question for you is: do you have any talents?
Um, yeah. Uh, I'm a I'm a pole dancer, like an actual like a pole acrobat, if you will. I'm really really good. I've taken classes, I've taught classes. I'm actually about to start teaching online classes. Like I'm gonna record some videos like in steps, and then I'll figure out how to sell them.
Can I help you
So
with it? Okay, I don't even mean to say that. If you need any help, please let me know, cause that's right on my area for sure. I can help you with that
okay,
for sure, for sure. That ain't no
dope.
problem. I ain't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Um, I'd say my business savvy is a talent, but if you're just talking about talents I can just like really show off to people, I would say that pole dancing is probably like the thing I'm like best at, like as far as, those kinds of things go. I can't sing. Um I write songs though, and I rap. Um I have like a few songs on SoundCloud. Um but I haven't been making music for very long, so don't judge me. But yes, I'm calling my music a talent, but don't judge me. I just started. Everybody has to start somewhere.
Absolutely. You can't judge a BMX bike rider by his first tricycle. You gotta wait for him to get that bike. It's okay, for sure. You doing your thing. Okay. So, would you like to rap one of your songs?
Do I want to rap one of my songs right
If
now?
if you would like.
Okay. I have a song called Anything. Okay, here we go. I can't believe I'm about to do this.
Take your time. You got some water? You need some water?
Yeah, let me get some water. Hold on.
Yes, ma'am. Um, all right. So, in the meantime, while she gone, man, I just want to say I hope everybody having a good day, man. It's nothing but peace, love, and positivity, and all that. Man, I Miss Stacy is an amazing guest, and she back.
I'm back. Okay, here I go. Run down on a bitch, then I run up a check. These hoes be hating. I know why they mad, cause they can't stop they niggas from breaking their necks. Break on their pockets, not breaking the sweat. Can't get no better. I'm good as it gets. I'm the best of the best. I'm a 10 out of 10. I'm the cream of the crop. So ooh, I
Take your
fucked it
time,
up.
run it back, DJ.
Run it back. Okay, okay. Run down on a bitch, then I run up a check. These hoes be hating. I know why they mad, cause they can't stop their niggas from breaking their necks. Break on their pockets, not breaking the sweat. Can't get no better. I'm good as it gets. I'm the best of the best. I'm a 10 out of 10. I'm the cream of the crop. So you lose and I win. You can't compare even if we was twins, bitch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, okay, Miss Stacy, how many songs you got out right now?
I think I have 3 songs on my SoundCloud.
Man, Can you rap another one for me? I know you was tough. I ain't go to your SoundCloud. You fine. Like I'm gonna check you out after this for sure. Like for sure. I love to hear your other songs.
You gotta check out Night at the Roxbury. That's the new one.
How that one go?
It's kind of like more of a pop song.
That's okay.
Um, I don't know. You just gotta go listen to it. You gotta go listen to it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The reason why I said it is because I'm a fan. I'm a fan of all art from like painting, drawing to cosplay to pole acrobats to dancers and rappers. Like I can't do any of that. Like I can't make no music.
Anybody can cosplay. That's what's so grand and wonderful about it. It's like karaoke, but for superheroes and cartoon characters instead of music.
For sure. Well, that's not in me. I apologize. It ain't in me. I love looking at it though. I love looking at it, but I ain't trying to do it. It
It's
don't
one of
matter.
my favorite things in the world to do. Like I wish that I got booked more for my cosplay stuff. Like I wish people would just book me to dress up like characters and be places because I would just do it all the time.
Oh, okay, okay. So what have been some characters that you dressed up for so far as?
I do Harley Quinn a lot. Like I have like several different Harley Quinn
And you got a, I
costumes.
don't mean to cut you off, but you got a painting of you as well. You said it earlier. A
Yeah,
painting of you.
as Harley. Um, I've done Sailor Moon. Uh, I've done like Freddy Krueger and Jason. Um, like it was like a sexy Freddy Krueger. Um, I like to cosplay as a cat a lot, just all different kinds of cats. Who else have I dressed up like? Captain America, or no, not Captain America. Captain Marvel, the female one. Mm, I actually did a movie where
What?
I did a short film called what was it called? So
Take your
long ago.
time. Take your time.
Um, it's really escaping me. I can't think of it right now. I did a short film years ago, and I had to be Sheba, the goddess of destruction, and they painted me totally purple. So I was purple, like purple hair, and so those pictures still like circulate a little bit online. Who else have I been? Lady Gaga. Um, it's hard for me to think because mainly every time I cosplay, I do Harley. Like Harley is my main one. Oh, but I am about to do Poison Ivy soon, as well as Jessica Rabbit. So,
Oh man, she getting popular again too. Miss
mm-hmm.
Jessica Rabbit, she getting popular. Why? I do not know. Well, I know. But yeah, she getting popular. Okay, so whenever you cos, how long does it take you to pick out the outfit and put everything on together and stuff? Does it take a long time or is it just put everything on?
it it's not as easy as just putting it on.
Right.
Like, especially if you're going to go take pictures or be in a video or anything like that with it on, then you have to like do the makeup just right to match the character. For me, I put on wigs for my characters, so I have to like braid my hair down to put the wig cap over it to put the wigs on. Um, the outfits, especially with Harley, she has a lot of accessories, so just putting all of that stuff on, it takes a long time. It takes like 2 hours to get truly ready for a cosplay gig.
That's exactly why I could not. No, ma'am. I'm not. I don't have the patience just to wear it and then take it off the next day. No, ma'am. I cannot. If I'm cosplaying, I'm wearing the same thing every for a week straight. I cannot. I'm about to get my uh patience out of it. My money's my patience worth. Um, that's awesome though. I respect all cosplayers. Like I love seeing like oh man, I love seeing vlogs like Comic Con vlogs and like man, those are awesome. Well, I done seen some stuff that
Yeah.
I see some stuff like every time I watch any new video, any video on YouTube, and it's like I see so many characters that I ain't never seen before. Like, I don't even know what that is, bro. You look like what is that? Like, man, it's some fire for real. That's cool.
Yeah, like there's the that world is so much fun. I love going to Comic Palooza here in Houston and Comic Con. Um, it's so much fun, and there's money in it too. As a model, you can get paid to walk around the convention and take pictures with people. Like some of the more popular cosplay models get paid like $1,500 a day. That they're like if they go to
For a
a
walkthrough,
convention.
for real.
Because they know like if you're popular, they know you'll bring a crowd, so they'll pay that. That's the most I've heard of them getting paid, and I'm just like, to play dress up. I love doing that. But what's cool about Comic Con and Comic Palooza is whether you're getting paid or not, dressing up is totally encouraged. So when you go, you don't have to get booked to dress up and go. And people still stop you and take pictures with you. They're just, it's just as much fun, except you get to go when you want and leave when you want.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I think that's awesome. Um, my next question for you is, what are some what are some cosplay out characters that you haven't dressed up as that you wish that you would like to one day?
I want to do Catwoman, Wonder Woman, and I want to be an Avatar.
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you dressed up as Miss Sheba, you said it was all body paint.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
Um,
have like a picture.
take your time. Take your time. That's awesome. Y'all, Miss Stacy, so cool, man. I'm trying to tell you. Like, ever since I met her, she been nice and respectful to me, so she a real nice person. No, that's not you.
That's me.
No.
Oh yeah.
What? Man, that's what he snapped on that. What?
So in
Who?
the movie, it was called God Particle. That's what it was called.
Okay, cool, cool. Man, who did that?
His name is Derek Pittman. He's a director, and an actor.
What? My man, so talented. That's what's
Yeah.
up.
The movie is on YouTube. It's like 15 minutes long. It's a short film.
And you a
And
superhero?
I no, I was the villain. Um, so do you know about CERN?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so basically, um, this evil man, they make up like a fiction story about CERN, that the guy who started CERN is this evil man. He's not even a scientist. Like he just found out that he could use the Higgs boson particle to summon, like to open a portal through which you could summon different gods or deities. And so he purposefully hired a bunch of, smart people to build the CERN particle collider. And when they do it, uh, he throws one of them into the portal because one guy's like trying to stay ethical and stuff about it. So he throws him into the portal and he gets lost in some other dimension. And he pulls through the portal me, and I'm Shiva. And so, Shiva is the god of destruction. In our story, she was a goddess, and I'm summoned to do the Tandava dance, which is the dance of Shiva, and destroy the universe. Um, but he really summoned me, feeling like me doing that. I don't think the character understands that he's destroying the world. He's thinking he's going to gain powers and more money and stuff like that. And whole time I'm just trying to convince you to let me through so I can come destroy everything. So, and
Real.
the hero of the movie is the sister of the scientist that gets thrown into the portal because she's coming looking for her brother. She's like, what the fuck y'all did to my brother? He was with y'all last. Like she comes and wrecks shop and kind of like finds out everything that's going on along the way. And so that's what the movie is about.
I think that's awesome. What? You played
Yeah,
the super villain. You ain't
yeah,
played
I
the
did.
word.
I'm a
Dang.
fan of villains. I like villains. I like the antagonists of films.
I see it. I see it. For sure. You got a super villain on your arm. You ain't playing.
Two of them
For real. Hey, I'm glad I'm on your good side. For sure. Glad I'm on your good side.
right now.
Facts. I don't ever want to see the other side. I don't want to see the villain. I'm cool on that. We cool right here. Um, my next question for you is: are there any shout outs that you would like to make to your friends or to your family?
I want to give a shout out to my best friend. Why so serious? Why so curious? With two S's at the end on Instagram. That's my best friend.
Shout out, why so curious,
Y'all
man.
go follow her.
Go follow her.
You
For
will
sure.
not be sorry. She is a badass bitch. So
Yes. Yes, man. That's
that's
awesome.
what y'all do.
Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is: how do you feel women are represented in the world?
Um, represented like how? Like you mean like
Well,
okay,
how?
I'm gonna tell you what I'm getting from your question. Um, I feel like women don't have enough representation in the world, and that's why it's so easy to try to take, you know, like our rights away. Like I know here it's been a battle that we've been fighting for a long time. And I know it's better now for women than it had been, you know? But I feel like we still have a long way to go. And especially in other countries, I feel like women are too afraid to stand up and change their situation for whatever reason. And it that we actually need more leadership. We need more female leadership and you know that kind of move for themselves and work for themselves instead of like trying. I don't know, like Hillary Clinton didn't win the election and become the first female president or whatever, right? And everybody felt like, well, I feel like a lot of people felt like if it wasn't going to be her, there wasn't going to be a female in that spot. And it's like, why does Hillary have to be our only choice? Like, where are all the other women trying to run, you know? And it's like, even if you're not running, why not still be an advocate in the community and be a leader and just do other stuff on your own time, on your own money, whatever you can do, whatever you can get donations to do for your community to make things better for women. Because if more women owned more things, more establishments, then we'd have more women working for women. And, you know, I'd much rather men just treat us how the fuck they should treat us instead of trying to treat us differently because we're women. But there's always going to be a little. We're two sides of the same coin, but we're different. So there's always going to be like a little bit of static there, whatever. But if more women had the opportunity to run and own establishments, then we could work for women who at least understand us from that angle. You know, like I wish I could open a strip club. I wish more strip clubs were ran by women because I feel like that's an area where a lot of us get taken advantage of. Like our money. Um, they 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 charge us unfair fees that actually like they charge us tip out at every club here in Houston. Um, you have to pay a tip out to work, but technically it's illegal. Like we're the only independent contractor that has to pay to come to work. You know, like you have free entertainment. You do not have to pay us. We just show up, and we're the whole reason that the people come in here and pay you. And you're gonna make us pay you a tip out, and then they expect you to give a certain percentage of the money that you make on top of that. That's separate from the tip out. It's just a lot of extortion, and I feel like if more women, not to say that women can't extort women, because I'm sure they can, but I feel like it wouldn't happen as much. It would be more of a woman boss will have, more empathy for you. You know what I'm saying? Than a male boss. And I just feel like we need more women in leadership roles and owning things and running things. And that's the only way that's going to balance how we feel treated in the world. You know, more representation is what we need.
Yes, man. I agree. I think it would be nice if most most strip clubs were run by women. It's like y'all the ones working there. It's not dudes stripping. It's,
Right.
what? That don't even make sense. To be honest,
Right.
like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. That just don't make sense. I don't
It's
know.
crazy.
Let me ask you this. Also, female security guards in the strip clubs. Like, there's so many things that be going on in the locker rooms, but it's like if there were women present, like overseeing everything, they could de-escalate the situation a whole lot faster. Because whenever it does happen, everybody be like, call security," and then it be mostly dudes running in. It's like, bro, like y'all should have been in there, but y'all can't because there's nothing but females in there getting naked.
Hmm.
I don't know how to explain it. I ain't.
I mean,
I don't know.
in theory, that sounds like a good idea, but ultimately, to be direct, a lot of us that work in the strip clubs have been to jail before, and the last thing we want while we in the locker room is to feel like it's like a guard
Oh, it's the police
standing
in
right
there.
there.
Oh, fact. Or it's the post police. Facts. Never mind.
Yeah.
See, all right. So look, I do apologize. I can't speak on nothing on the dancing community. I don't even know. It's just shoot from outside looking in. Square. I don't know nothing. I ain't never been to a strip club before. None of that. Nah. But it's cool though. Shoot, man. That don't even sound right. No, why you want to post it? What? No, that's dumb. I don't even know why I said that. My fault, dog. My fault. All right. So my next question for you is, um, what do you think? Okay, so the last question I asked you was, how do you feel women are represented? And you said you feel like they are misrepresented, and I agree with you 100%. My next question for you is, what do you think needs to change for women to be treated equally?
um, you know, just to further what I said earlier, we need more representation instead of asking men to treat us how, what I'm saying, we feel they should treat us. There's always going to be people out there that's going to treat you right and people that don't, you know but you probably have a better chance at getting treated fairly, or at least with empathy, if you're working for another woman. So if more women, like I said, would step up and own things, what I'm saying, and hire people, um we would feel the more equal we're going to feel, you know um and I know women haven't had the rights that we have now for a long time, obviously. So it's not like a single woman could build up a whole generation of wealth, in that time, like men have had time to do. Um but I just feel like women, a lot of women focus on wanting, like, I want to get paid the same thing that he gets paid. We work at the same place. We should both get paid the same. And that's true. That's a great thing to fight for. You should get paid the same if it's the same job. However, like, it just seems like a small thing to put a lot of energy into when you could put more energy into surpassing your boss and buying the building and running it yourself and running it how you think it should be ran. You know, because then if we don't make them change nothing about how they're doing, when we get to running shit, don't keep that same energy. This is my shit. Don't try to tell me how to run it. This how I treat people or whatever. I just think if more women just ran stuff and owned stuff, you know, it would feel, you know, more equal on a day to day basis. I could choose to go to nothing but women ran businesses for everything I need to do. And maybe that makes me feel better or more safe, or, whatever the reason.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am. If you had the chance, what are three businesses that you would invest in or start up?
a strip club, um, a mall, and ATMs.
You gonna open up? You gonna own the Galleria? Is that what it's called in Houston?
And yeah, we one of our malls is the Galleria. It's the biggest one here.
You gonna own that for sure?
Yes, I would like to own something like that.
For sure.
Instead of trying to start one store and trying to sell something and get people to like it, and you don't know how long they're gonna like it for, just open a place for people to bring their stores. It's genius. Like it's genius. If I had enough money to do that right now, I would open a mall right now.
Right now,
If I
and
thought I could do that.
get your money back that next week for sure.
Quick.
All right. So my next question for you is, this is going back towards your adult entertainment career. This will be my last question about it. But what have been your three most favorite memories, dancing besides with Mr. Drake?
And dancing. Um, so many memories and so many drunken nights. Memories are a little far and few between right now. um, whew, is it hot in here?
Next question. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's
next question.
okay. It's okay. My next question for you is, can you? Okay. Do you believe police brutality is real, or do you think it's made up?
It's real.
Um, how? Okay. Can you send a positive message to the negative people who believe police brutality is okay?
Um, Police officers, their job, I understand, is a scary job to have, and I couldn't do it. You know, I would be afraid something was going to happen to me. So I get how they can be afraid or whatever, but so are the soldiers that go to war to protect our country. They're scared shitless. So it's the job that you choose. Like if you chose that job, you can't use being afraid as an excuse to take lives willingly or to try to damage someone's body just because you're on a some kind of a power trip. At the end of the day, you are not judge, jury, and executioner. You're an officer who is supposed to protect and serve, and you're supposed to know how to de-escalate situations so that it doesn't go like your very last option on your list should be arresting somebody, and then right behind that having to beat their ass. Like if they give you no choice, then I understand. I'm not saying don't defend yourself or don't protect yourself, obviously, because you got to get home to your family. You know, y'all just working like everybody else is just working. But as long as you don't use your badge like it's a some kind of beacon of power, and you understand that you're in a service position, you know, then there should never be any brutality for real. Like you, you know, like I feel like a lot of cops have a hard on for they want there to be a problem so they can arrest somebody so they can put their hands on them. And I don't know if like their parents didn't hug them enough as children or if they got picked on every day at school. Like I don't know what it is, but they just be bullies. Like, and it's not necessary. And I feel like the world would be a better place, if we had some kind of alternative option other than the police system that we have now. Like everybody's like screaming for reform. And I'm just like, we don't need reform. We need a new plan. We need a new system. Scrap that one. Throw the whole thing away. Like um, I just feel like it's very obvious that it's something going on in their training that's making them feel like these things that aren't okay are okay as long as you can twist the words to prove it to be something that we all know it's not. You know, um, we have a legal system that is based on how well the story is presented in court versus what really did and didn't happen. And lawyers who get paid to twist stories to, get people put in jail and stuff like that. And because of that, it's like a poison within the system. It starts in one part of the system and it seeps to all the other parts. And just, the way that police brutalize people, especially black people, I think is a very blatant red flag and sign of, how all those people in those positions of power going all the way up the ladder, how they treat people, you know? And I think it's very, very obvious that it's bullshit and that it's not okay. Anybody who says that it's deserved, I implore you to look at the Constitution and read it and look up what an officer's job is, because there's never any reason for you to be the judge, jury, and the executioner. In this country, you're innocent until proven guilty. So if you have to arrest somebody, there shouldn't be no need to do all that extra shit. It unless somebody really gives you a reason, which I understand that happens too, but most of the time they just be overkill with it. It's not necessary. And I don't know, whatever hurt or hate is in their heart, all that is not going to make you feel better about whatever it is that's bothering you in here. All that you're doing is just a temporary fix. You're never really going to be at peace, when you're out here choosing violence.
I agree 100%. And you say nothing wrong at all. Um, my next question for you is, can you send a positive message to our brothers and our sisters on coming together?
Um, yeah, I feel like we have to all stop finding reasons to tear each other apart and pick each other apart, and we just have to stand together, and we need to support each other's businesses more. Like, we need to um share communication with each other, communicate knowledge with each other more on how to start businesses, how to run businesses. Like, we just need to help each other more, because obviously our money means something, you know altogether. Black buying power is crazy. That's why so much stuff is marketed to us. We could take that same money that we're spending, on the companies that we've always gone to for whatever it is, for your car, for your clothes, for your food, whatever, and put that back into our own communities. Like, get together. If you don't have enough money to start a project, like, get together with some other people that have similar ideas, and instead of trying to make businesses to go against each other, what I'm saying, or be competitors with one another, why don't y'all all put y'all's money together and open one place, since you all want to do the same thing, and make it like the best version of, that, whatever that may be, a trampoline park, an arcade, I don't know, whatever your, idea is. uh, I feel like we just spend a lot of money, um, with not. I'm trying to find the best way to word this.
Take your
We
time.
spend a lot of money on non-black businesses, and every business that you're going to that is non-black, I guarantee you, there's at least one black business out there that does that same thing. There's at least one. Like, support it. Help it grow. You know. And we just got to stop turning on each other and tearing each other down.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am. Um, that's a great answer as well. Um, man, I feel like you're right. There's every company that you shop with already. There's a black-owned business that makes the same exact thing for
mm,
sure. Um, my next question for you is, how do you feel black women are represented in the world?
negatively. Um, it's I don't know. I feel like lately, like the last 5 years or so, I've seen a lot of love for black women being displayed, but the fact that it had to happen because we were being disrespected so much that a whole movement had to come about just for us to be treated normal, just for us to not think that, you know, our hair is ugly or our skin isn't fair enough, or even so, like within the black community, the whole light skin, dark skin issue. Like they say like light skin is favored, but depending on where you're at, they might it might not be. And they I've been picked on for being light skinned, and it's just like, but we all black. Like, so you're gonna tell me I'm not black enough? Like, it's like even within our communities, we're attacking each other because we're so used to seeing everybody else attack us, and it's disgusting. It's not fair, and I feel like we're the most disrespected women on the earth. Women in general are very, very disrespected all over the earth, but I feel like nobody's more disrespected than the black woman.
And I agree with you 100%. Um, my next question for you is, what do you think? Well, nope. Can you send a positive message to our black women around the world?
Yeah. Embrace yourself, love yourself. You don't have to look like everybody that's on TV. Everybody is beautiful in their own way, and especially us. No matter what anybody's saying, always just be your favorite version of yourself. If you want to go do something, go do that shit and do the shit out of it. Like, don't let anybody tell you you can't do anything because you're a woman, or because you're black, or because you're a black woman. Like, no, like, no matter what nobody says, no matter how hard they make it for you, don't give up. Don't give up. And if we treat each other, better, that'll be a big step in the right direction of feeling treated better as a whole, uh by other people, or hopefully we can treat each other so well that it could be like a shield for all the hate that comes to us. Because at the end of the day, if you have confidence in yourself, it doesn't matter what anybody's saying. It doesn't matter, because I got my confidence. I know what I got going on. Nothing you can say can take that away from me, because it's in your mind, you know.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That was an amazing answer. All right, so Miss Stacy, my last question for you is, what would you do if you were the president?
If I was the president,
Yes, ma'am.
I've never thought about being the president. Um, if I was the president, I would abolish the police system. That'd be like the first thing I do. I'd do everything in my power to get rid of the police system and replace it with a different system. Um, I would, I would try to make it to where healthcare is free, like it is in Canada. Um, and any wars that, like, anywhere where our troops are out, I would find out anywhere where our troops are out, somewhere where they shouldn't be doing unnecessary bullshit, and I'd bring them home. Like, anywhere where they just have our troops walking up and down people's streets and taking their resources and stuff like that, I'd cut all that shit out immediately. I'd bring all of them home. um oh, and I would figure out a better system for how our veterans, how our, the people that go and fight for our country, how they're treated when they get home. Like, that they can't even get loans. Like, they can't go get a payday loan. Like, you fought and almost died for this country, and now you can't get a loan ever. Why? What is that about? Like, it, it's kind of disgusting to me how, like, so many army veterans are like homeless. Like if you went and fought for this country, or you went and did whatever you did for the country in an area where you could have been possibly shot or blown up, like even the people that just go out there to cook for the, for them, the kitchen that where you cooking that can just get bombed any moment now. Like you risked your life to go do that. When there should always be a house and a bed for you when you come back to this country because you fought for it. You know, I think those are the main things I would change.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Miss Stacy for president. Um, I would like to tell you, Miss Stacy, thank you so much for coming on my show. Is there anything that I didn't ask you, or is there anything that we didn't talk about that you would like to say?
Nope.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes, ma'am. It was an honor having you here, Miss Stacy. Thank you again.
Thank
Um,
you.